switch like a we could have been superstars. Can't help it now, I'm reminiscing. Remember when we would keep your distance, cousin.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last so years. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 it won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Heat. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Rob Williams is out there with Gallinari, and it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Lowry against Brogdon. Martin inside. Kicks it out to Hero. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hero's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Miami. Brown against Hero. Beyond the arc. And it's Brown missing. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Here's Butler. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Butler challenging the very heart of the defense. Everybody's trying to take away the paint. Jimmy Butler says, I own that real estate.
Brown, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brogdon against Lowry. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the tenacity of the play by Kyle Lowry pushes through the contact and scores it.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Tatum on the wing. Defended by Butler. Fades back, and the shot goes down.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Butler against Tatum. And that one's good by Butler.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Brown. Last time 45 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Outside for Lowry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tatum with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Fires from 18. And it's Boston with another.
If you're going to the mid-range game, you've got to do it efficiently in the modern NBA. Jason Tatum, yes, sir.
Shoots from 14. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Hero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Robert Williams.
And this guy is a gamer. Hero embraces any chance he can to draw a foul while taking a shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And, Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And, Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Now, here is Lowry after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Brogdon against Butler. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Hammers the alley-oop through.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch rating.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lowry against Brogdon. Lowry kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Butler. Over Tatum. Butler, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Now, there's some thought that Jason Tatum has actually added a couple of inches to his height since he entered the league. Given that play, I believe it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Boston making some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Gallinari. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And then for Miami, Yurtseven's checked in for Caleb Martin. Oladipo comes in for Butler. And Strus is subbed in for Tyler Hero. Adebayo finds Oladipo. Miami no good on that time either. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
Oladipo against Tatum. There's a good screen. Oladipo, the pass to Yurtseven. Outside for Lowry. To end the run. And the rejection by Tatum. Tatum on the wing. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And the basket by Tatum.
Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Checked in for Adebayo. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We take a look at the Suns. They stand up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think for the Celtics, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. And it's Strus missing. Celtics leading by 10. And Tatum puts up a deep three. And the Celtics hit again from deep. We have just about a half season behind us. The rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
So it's the Celtics now, following the score by Miami. Pass to Horford. Left side, Brown. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. and he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A 12-point game.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. White against Lowry. Nice D from Williams.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Oladipo kicks to Strus. Passes it to Oladipo. On deep. No good there. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Boston leading by 17. On the court for the Heat, we've got Butler. Hero out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. Butler, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. As a player of the year, he's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for White. So it's the Celtics now. 17-point lead, their biggest. Williams, a screen on Hero. 5 on the clock, and the officials call a traveling violation. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Al Horford. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Just really smart distribution from Jimmy Butler right there. He's putting a bigger emphasis on getting his teammates involved.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Smart on the wing. He's looking for Griffin and finds him, and they pick up 2. And the Celtics lead by 19. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Outside, Smart. Griffin sets the screen for Smart. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic LU jam.
Boy, Boy, you get a sense of the power and athleticism, speed off his feet by Blake on that one.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Oladipo, the pass to Hero. Back to Oladipo. There's the three. That shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Griffin kicks to Smart. The pass to Williams. It's stolen by Adebayo. Hero against Brogdon. Hero passes to Adebayo. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
From deep, Gallinari. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Gallinari's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Heat trail by 21. Timeout called. The Heat evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
The Heat making a switch here. Strus is checked in.
Here's a look at the stats for Malcolm Brogdon. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Brogdon against Hero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hero's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Butler with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Left side, Smart. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Celtics lead by 17. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Outside, Hero. Off target with his 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got that one up quick. Brown's got 19 points.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Brown feeling out of it, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And guys, increasingly we've seen Jaylen Brown willing to shoulder the offensive burden, and boy, the ability just blossoming.
Goes up to the stripe. Here's Butler. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And a new group in for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Griffin. Williams comes in for Gallinari. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's White in for Brogdon. And then for Miami, Yurtseven's checked in for Adebayo. Wayne Dedman comes in for Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in for Hero. .144 left to play here in the half. Celtics passing it around. Butler against Tatum. Back to Brown. Shoots over Strus. And it's Brown missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, how about the talent, the creativity? Butler with the highlight reel attack.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
They get the rebound. Horford kicks to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Celtics. Butler against Tatum. Now here's Butler. Defense is right there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, with that frame and rugged mentality, there is never a moment where Jimmy Butler will shy away from contact.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Right side Tatum. Butler with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Strus. Again, the miss by the Heat. Celtics leading by 17. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Butler. The teardrop falls in. Butler's got 16.
Well, we know Jimmy wants to get to the cup, but sometimes the defense forces you to modify things. How pretty was his floater? Woo!
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's the Celtics leading by 17. Thanks for the great interview, David.
You don't need to be a genius to know that shooting over 50% is a good thing. You got some big shoulders carrying this offense.
Is that why my shoulders are so big from carrying this show for so long? And let's get back to our featured game. A fantastic battle between these two guys.
These two have been great. Locking horns, you know, like those battering rams you see on the nature documentaries. No one is given an inch.
Wait, since when do you watch nature?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Gallinari is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Brogdon in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Adebayo with a screen on Brown. Hero finds Adebayo. Second shot opportunity. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Outside Lowry. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his fourth rebound in this one.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. The tray. Again, the miss by the Heat.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Butler. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. And looking now at some numbers for Jason Tatum. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Brogdon. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brown against Hero. Knocked away. It's stolen by Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
And Brown drops them both. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hero against Brown. And again, it's the Heat missing. On offense, here are the Celtics. They've got a 13-2 run going. Williams finds Tatum. Puts the move on. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Oladipo for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum down low. Running by Oladipo. And the basket by Tatum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Adebayo with a screen on Brown. Here's Hero. What a terrific move that was. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Brown, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Oladipo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's blocked by Brown.
Wow, twice on the pipe. Jaylen Brown with a message for the offense. Nice.
Hero against Tatum. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Hero. He takes it in. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And the Celtics with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Tatum draws the double. Out to Gallinari. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Martin missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Williams passes to Tatum. Unable to get that one. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Floats one up, and it's blocked by Brown. Tatum dishes to Brown. And another basket for Boston. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Miami has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Adebayo. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final. And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And here's Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 43 points. And here are the Heat now. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Smart.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Heat shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Vincent. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Yurtseven. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown to the paint. Stolen by Yurtseven. Now, here's Strus. White covering. Here's Dedmon. And the three off target. Here's Brown, driving the lane, and Brown throws it down hard.
Now, don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Pass to Strus. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. It's Saban. No good that time. Griffin with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Pritchard. Robinson with the block. The kick out to Brown. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got 48.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Robinson for three, and Boston with the rebound. Here's White. Well, shot off that time. He'd have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams with the block. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Griffin. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
That right there is about ferocity and want to. Blake Griffin getting to the offensive glass. I love his energy.
Passes it to Strus. Rebounded by the Celtics. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Williams. From downtown, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Vincent, the pass to Strus. Can they get it? Vincent's shot is good.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
There's the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Pritchard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Robinson for 3. The shot comes out, so the Celtics will take it the other way. And again!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Strus. Here's Dedmon. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Dedmon's got his first points in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And some changes here for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in, and Smart subbed in for Pritchard. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Gabe Vincent. Here's White, driving in, takes it off the glass.